Hello students, today we are going to learn the second chapter of geography. The name of lesson is the sun, the moon and the earth. But before we begin with our chapter, let us revise some important concepts that we have studied in our earlier class. In previous class, we have studied the earth has two motions, that is axial motion and orbital motion. The first is axial motion. The earth rotates on its axis, so it is called axial motion. The second one is orbital motion. The earth revolves around the sun and in its orbit, which is called orbital motion. In the same ways, the moon also has two motions like that of earth, that is axial motion and orbital motion. As a result, though the moon does not revolve around the sun directly, indirectly it makes revolution around the sun. The time the moon takes to make one revolution around the earth and one rotation around itself is the same. That is why we continuously see one and the same side of the moon. Now, student, look at this picture. When you look at this picture, you see that moon has elliptical orbit like that of earth. Student, elliptical means oval shape of orbit. Hence, the distance of moon is not same along the orbit. The angle made is of 5 degree. Now student, look at this picture. In this picture, you can see that moon is the closest to the earth. It is said to be in perigee position. In perigee position, the distance between moon and the earth is about 36 lakh 3,300 kilometer. We can also experience supermoon in this position. Now students, come to the another position of the moon, that is apogee position. When the moon is farthest from the earth, that is called apogee position. Now student, let us discuss our next concepts, that is waxing and waning moon. We have already studied in our earlier class the phases of the moon. Now let us learn about waxing moon. Waxing moon is any phase of moon during the lunar cycle between the new moon and the full moon. A moon that is waxing is a one that is getting larger each night. The lunar cycle is the period of about 29 days. As the moon shapes seems to be changed from our vantage point from the earth, waxing is growing with light until full moon is reached. Now, student, what is waning moon? Let us study. Waning is the position of decreasing shape of the moon after the full moon, and it is always illuminated on the left. Now student, let us discuss of a new concept, that is angle made by the earth, moon and the sun. Now student, look at this picture. What you see there? You can see that when the moon is moving around the earth, it makes an angle of some degree. Let us see. When we see the phases of the moon in the sky from the earth, they are illuminated portion of the moon. Student, illuminated means lighted portion. They become visible due to the sunlight reflected from the moon. While revolving around the earth, the moon is in the opposite side of the sun on full moon day. Whereas on new moon day, the position of the moon is between sun and the earth. On the first and the third quarter days of the moon, the earth and the sun make an angle of 90 degree. At this position, we can see only half portion of the illuminated moon. Hence, the moon appears in semicircular shape in the sky. When you look at the diagram, you see the phases of moon and you see what angle they make. They make an angle of 90 degree, they make an angle of 180 degree. It depends upon the position where the moon is placed. Let us study our next concept, that is eclipse. The earth revolves around the sun in its orbit. In the same ways, moon revolves around the earth in its orbit. There comes a time when these three heavenly bodies get aligned in the same straight line. This is when an eclipse occurs. It is defined as an astronomical phenomena which occurs when one spherical object comes within the shadow of another spherical object. Student, look at this diagram. Here you can see that when the sun, the moon and the earth, these three heavenly bodies get aligned in the same straight line. This is when the eclipse occurs. Student, draw all these diagrams that's shown in this video. Let's move forward. There are two types of eclipse: solar eclipse, second lunar eclipse. First, solar eclipse. If the moon is between the sun and the earth, the shadow of the moon falls on the earth. At such a time, these three celestial objects are on the same plane and fall in one line. Hence, the place on the earth where the moon's shadow falls experience solar eclipse. Student, look at this diagram. The moon is the between of the sun and the earth, and the shadow of the moon fall on the earth. The place on the earth where the moon's shadow fall, there that we can experience solar eclipse. Let's continue. Solar eclipse can be categorized as: first, total solar eclipse; second, partial solar eclipse; third, annular solar eclipse. Now let us discuss one by one. First, total solar eclipse. In total solar eclipse, sun is completely covered by moon. The sky becomes so dark that it appears to be a night. Student, look at the picture so that you can understand the concept very well. Second, partial solar eclipse. When the moon does not align completely with the sun and only portion of the sunlight is blocked from reaching the earth. Again, student, look at the picture so that you can understand partial solar eclipse properly. Third, annular solar eclipse. When the moon covers the sun, but the sun can be seen around the edges of the moon, giving an expression of the sun is bright ring. Surrounding the dark disk of the moon is called annular solar eclipse. Student, let us move to our next concept, that is lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse is also known as the eclipse of moon. It occurs when the earth comes in between the sun and the moon. As a result, the earth blocks the light of the sun from reaching the moon's surface and casts its shadow on the moon. Lunar eclipse occurs on a full moon day. Student, look at the above diagram. Here you can see that the earth comes in between the sun and the moon, and these three heavenly bodies get aligned in the same straight line where the earth blocks the light of sun from reaching the moon's surface and casts its shadow on the moon. Then only you can experience the lunar eclipse. Student, lunar eclipse can be categorized as partial lunar eclipse and total lunar eclipse. Let us study one by one. First, partial lunar eclipse. When only part of moon moves into the shadow of earth, we experience partial lunar eclipse. Total lunar eclipse. When the earth passes directly in front of the moon and casts its shadow on full moon. Then we experience total lunar eclipse. Okay, student, I know that you must have understood the lesson. Thank you.